How you going? It's Glenn from the Burnett River Clean. It's the 15th of April on a Thursday, and I'm just down in a drain, just one of the many drains in the Bundaberg region. Just wanted to quickly show people who don't realise the sediment that's building up in these drains. This is meant to be a concrete bottom, as you can see there. Out there you can see these two trolleys are basically half covered in silt, and that would be probably 2 to 3 feet of silt sitting there. So that silt runs straight into the river. The creek's just there. I can guarantee that in a few days these trolleys will be gone, but these have been here for months. And over here, if you come down behind the Melbourne Hotel, which is just up here, and have a look at the water in this area here, you can see it's disgusting. It's like milk, and it's just wrong. It needs to be treated somehow. The trolleys in here are just ridiculous. I mean, shopping trolleys, I've always said that, you know, if anything in the ocean and that, they probably form a good reef. But we're not in the ocean, we're in the middle of Bundaberg, and there's cars passing over this causeway or bridge there, looking straight down at this. So I just wonder what tourists would think of beautiful Bundaberg when they're driving around looking at this all day long and nothing gets done about it. You can't tell me this bike hasn't been here for a while. Look at the colour of it. And you can see that straight from the top of this bridge here. You walk along a little bit further, and through this little puddle of water here, you can see it's just a concrete bottom, which it is and should be all the way through. But down that way you can see the build up in the middle of the ridge of mud, and that's not good, going back into the river all the time, silting up the creeks and stuff. So that's the Melbourne Hotel just there, and like I said, the council do monitor this channel, so they'll come down here now after I've publicised it again and do something. This trolley has been here for a long time. You only have to look at that, and the amount of dirt that's piling up in the middle of these drainways are pretty bad. This is back about 50 metres from that last trolley I just showed you. The far ones are down there. You can see there's a ramp here where people can get access, or the council, because they're probably the only ones allowed in here legally. They can just drive their ute straight down here onto this hard concrete and go down there and pick those up. But they don't. This is one of the pipes that I tell you about. These pipes are just running straight into the creeks with no filtration at all. Here's another one here. And if those pipes, if you look around Sydney and Brisbane and the bigger areas, they'll have huge gal cages around them that can withstand the water flow, yet at the same time filter all of the rubbish that's coming down through these pipes. So you can see, like, there's just rubbish all through these areas here, and that's just basically what comes out of the pipes. And we come up a little bit further, and there's another 3 pipes here straight underneath a crossing. This is up nearly behind the Kmart area. This is a busy road going over the top here, and as we come through this overpass here, there's Kmart and the car park behind that Hinkler area. There's another drain that's just coming straight out, and you can see a little bit of the rubbish that builds up there. But the thing I keep trying to say is that, you know, this place is built on tourism a lot. You know, a lot of people rely on tourism, and it just doesn't look good when tourists come here and they go over these crossings and look down and see this. And we haven't had rain for a while, and you can see that that's obviously built up with leaves and stuff from the last lot of rain we've had, and it hasn't rained hard for 2 or 3 weeks now. There's another A couple of outlets. There's one there. It's pretty hard to explain how much rubbish would come out of these outlets. So now we're right behind Hinkler, the Hinkler area here, and you can see there's another trolley there that's full of leaves from the last bit of rain. As I come further up, you'll see these drains are pretty much all just the same. You can see all the rubbish sitting in that drain. So next bit of rain we have, that'll be straight into the river too. I just want to show you one area. There's another crossing where it goes over the road up further. This is still behind the Hinkler area. That's a car park where it goes under the ground there. So the council are aware that these pipes do release a lot of rubbish because they've put one of these Gow filters that I'm talking about over here. So, I mean, there's one here, but there's none anywhere else. But you can see this one hasn't had any attention because of the build-up of silt and everything on the inside of it. So basically what will happen every time it rains is it'll just overflow. And the size of those gaps, most plastics and syringes and everything will just easily push through those and straight into this creek. When you get an inch or two of rain, most people would probably know, this thing's 2 or 3 feet high in rushing water. So all of this rubbish is just washed down the river. Those shopping trolleys just fly down the drains like a matchbox. That's how much current there is. So you know, if there's rain once a month, well, these things will be kept pretty clean and dry. Okay, I'm back pretty much where I started, and this is the ramp where council have access to these drains. So to show you there, you can easily drive a vehicle straight into there, but you just have to come in off this street here. It's not fenced or anything, so I don't see why the council can't come in and give it a clean out, you know, every couple of weeks or every week really, because it just looks terrible for the town, and tourists must go away just shaking their heads seriously. But anyway, if you want to watch more, you can subscribe to the Burnett River Clean on YouTube, or you can go to the website. It's www.com, BurnettRiverClean.com, sorry, or like the Facebook page. Thanks a lot.